We're going to interview Raz Cue today.
Cue. I mean, you know what? I was going to...
forgive me.
I do not... No, or I could be wrong. I mean, I've heard Raz Cue.
This is cool.
He and I have not spoken.
We are so professional here. It's like we've said on the show a lot, Paul Hughie or Paul Hughes.
It's Hughie.
Hughie.
Yeah.
All right.
It means.
We've repeatedly never claimed to be experts. We're just big, huge fans who happen to be in radio, Ian and I. So I have no idea. And no one knows this guy Raz, it seems, or, at least from... well, people know him, but not in our world, it seems, because I'm seeing...
Right.
Well, tell me how you discovered him before we get into it.
All right. Well, when I started speaking for my movie project, started speaking to old band members, his name just started coming up. And, when you would read about it, you would read interviews with Tracy, maybe even Axl spoke about the manager. They never said his name, so I always knew there was this guy, this LA Guns manager who is basically like a catalyst for the formation of the band. It seemed to me as a reader, as a fan. And so I was speaking with the original Guns N' Roses drummer, Robert Gardner. Mm-hmm. A lot of people, get really contentious about what is the original band or not. But the original one, Robert Gardner told me about Raz Cue, the LA Guns manager. And that he was the one who basically funded the band, and he came into money from an accident, and everything started feeling very hot. Like, I need to know more about this guy. This is significant because again, one thing.
When you first told me that, I was like, well, that's cool, because that's the point of this podcast, is just to get. Find all the fourth and fifth players of this Guns N' Roses universe and find out their stories. And, just in addition to, of course, having fun talking about, a great rock and roll band. But you told me other things that just intrigued me even more. And you didn't even have to say anything, actually, before that. You just showed me the cover.
Right.
Because the book is on Amazon. It's a Raz, and it's The Days of Guns and Razes.
Right.
And there are 2 handicap logos on there. Exactly. And if this is the first episode you're listening to Appetite for Distortion, a lot of you discovered us from the live episode. I actually paid for those Facebook ads, or the promo thing. Uh-huh. We got new fans out of it, so I guess I'm glad you enjoyed my $50, Zuckerberg, you son of a bitch.
Jeez.
So wow, I got angry real quick. I took my medication. I'm fine.
It's all right.
But just seeing the logos and just. Because I'm handicapped. That's what I was getting to. I have a neurological disability. I don't think you spoke to Raz about it before.
I did not.
So we'll talk about it with him. So I'm just really intrigued how this handicapped guy, and I don't want to. I guess I can reduce it to that because that's what I am sometimes. Was the original Guns N' Roses manager, which is just incredibly fascinating. So he should be calling up in just a few minutes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start the interview awkwardly because usually Ian has this nice written out, biography. But as we were talking a little bit before we brought you on the air, Raz, how John brought you to my attention, and I wanted to save it to on the air. That really grabbed me. In addition to just being a huge GNR nerd, about your story. That the cover has handicap logos on it. I'm also handicapped. I have a neurological condition that requires me to use leg braces and a cane. So I'm just reading more and more about your story. And I was actually watching your stand-up earlier from 1990. And actually, if you give me a second, I want to play a clip from it. Because I've always thought about, because, I'm Jewish. I have to be a comedian. About what would I say if I went on stage with my cane? And I think you came up with the best joke, because you come on. By the way, I'm gonna tweet this video. You look amazing in it. It's totally 80s, even though it's 1990, right?
Yeah.
Hey, is your name pronounced Cue or Q?
Oh, it's not even coming up.
Q, like
Q. Okay.
Like Cue ball.
Okay, I got you.
Like Folk Q Studios.
All right.
So here's Raz doing stand-up in 1990.
After show, people always ask me about the walkers. They ask me what happened, how they ended up with it. I tell them I was at the market, and this old lady was just not paying attention, so I stole from her.
I just couldn't stop laughing. So that's enough of my, me talking. We're here to talk to you. So you're calling us from Vegas today, right?
Las Vegas, Nevada. Well, fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada.
And this is your second book, right?
Yeah, I got another book, Bud's Love Bus. It's about these guys that make a 1972 Volkswagen bus run on weed.
How is that not a movie yet?
You know, I don't know. Like, people say it should. Yeah, it should be. They got a lot of weed movies. Plus, I know people that acquire books for films, and I never even pitch it to them, though. So it's like, I should, shouldn't I?
Maybe one day. And I also want, before we get into your story, this is the very first interview you've ever done on a podcast, on a radio, ever?
Ever, yeah.
I mean, I'm completely honored, and I hope you can understand me saying, goddamn right, we should be the first interview. People who I think can understand you.
Well, I mean, as soon as I started reading the book, I said, like, he's got to come on the show. I mean,
and I'm glad you brought him to us.
I mean, a friend of mine that I only know through online. His name is Gavin Barnard. He's a huge fan. He lives in Great Britain, and he alerted me right away because have you gotten Raz's book? I said, no. And so he sent me the Amazon ad. I bought it immediately, started reading, because I've been wanting to talk to you for years. Like we were talking about this earlier. In 2011, I first heard your name from Rob Gardner while he and I were on the phone, and then of course when I met Michael Jagos, he talked about you nonstop, and I think I might have mentioned this to you. Michael thought you had died, and I'm like, I don't think so. I think I saw him.
How does that make you feel?
Yeah, I mean,
you know, I heard that I was dead, and it kind of freaked me out a little bit, but I don't know. It was kind of cool, actually.
yeah.
You're not dead, though. We can confirm you're not dead.
Right.
Yeah, I'm here to confirm that.
I'm not speaking from beyond.
So obviously we're both excited to talk to you. So tell us about your story, or what first prompted you to write this book, The Days of Guns and Razes.
You know, there's just like so much stuff out there that's like, it's weird. Like, people that were involved and whatever, and you know, even like secondary, third string characters or whatever, and they tell all these stories, and it's like, man, you guys were there and you're just getting it wrong. And I just don't. I did a history. I got a history degree, a history major, and all that. And I'm very into accuracy, so I just had to write it.
Mm-hmm. What was out there that you felt that you needed to correct? Anything? Was there? You know, I mean, you don't have to throw anyone under the bus. I mean, you could if you want to. It would get us more press.
No, I will. I'm good like that.
Okay.
I don't care, man. That's what buses are for, right?
Weed buses.
Yeah. So okay. So I mean, just a lot of stuff. Like, when I was a kid, I used to read rock magazines like crazy. You know, probably all of us did, and put the pictures up. You know, like, I had my Scorpions pictures and Judas Priest and all that stuff, and Iron Maiden and Led Zeppelin, everything. Like, the whole wall was, you know. And I'd read the articles religiously. And then when the LA rock scene started, you know, like the Crew. I mean, not started, but in my youth, when the new generation, like Motley Crue and Rat and Quiet Riot, and I'd read all these, but I wouldn't read up like everything and follow up everything. And then when GNR came out, like, I knew the guys, and I would just read like everything. And then I started noticing, like, okay, like I'd read like Hit Parade or whatever, or Circus, and it would be like the same interview. Like, it wouldn't be like an actual. I knew the guys didn't do that interview. Like, it was just like, it's secondhand information. And then one magazine would report what the other magazine said as if it was gospel, and it's like, I don't know, man. It's just, and then just over the years, like, those stories became fact almost, you know. So.
Well, how times have not changed. It seems like that's what
crazy,
it is now.
Well, I love it because there's so many books out, not by the ones by Slash or Duff, but that are just not right. They'll throw in just fallacies.
Well, right, and you know, and John is big on calling out people who've been putting out like poor facts or certain websites with certain facts. Right. So I mean, that's cool that you want to get that part of it straight. Well, what about? I mean, is that what the purpose of the book was, or is it also your story? Because you have
I think it's my story. Yeah. That's like, I mean, I do say that in the book. Like, you know, theoretically, this book's about me, but I knew, you know, like, if you're gonna throw like the greatest rock band of my generation in there, it's gonna help people that wouldn't normally just want to hear my story.
Right.
to give it a listen, you know. So
Well, I
read or whatever.
this was in your bio because, I mean, where Guns N' Roses or not, this would make me want to read it. During a freak late summer snowstorm, under a pile of greasy newspapers at the back of a dilapidated tobacco shack, Raz Cue entered the world to absolutely no fanfare. He was the seventh son born to a merchant marine turned sharecropper father and a slightly intoxicated, pill-popping she-wolf. Now, if that doesn't smell sitcom, I don't know what it does. So, do you want to start there? I don't know where you want to start with you.
Okay, you know, like I go to a reading group, you know, or I'm a writers group, and we all read each other's stuff. And
Cool.
when I submitted that, one guy's like, "Well, that doesn't sound like it's real, though. It sounds kind of like false." So
That's what I had to reread it. I was like, was this about the? I'm like, is this the beginning of your weed bust book, or is this the beginning of your? But I was like, that's him. That's you.
you know, at Amazon, if you don't claim your writer's page, anybody could just put stuff up there. So I figured I'll just write something and put it up there. And I like fucking around with people, you know. So.
Well, we should continue to get along. So, then take us through. Do you want to start? I mean, obviously, we want people to get the book, and there is razq.com, right? Or Amazon is the best way.
Yeah, razq.com. You can get it's on Amazon. It's on Barnes and Noble. It's all the better bookstores and shitty bookstores, and it's everywhere.
And I think, John, you got it on Kindle, right?
Yeah, no, I got it through Amazon, but just use the Kindle app because a lot of people don't realize you can do that.